Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Mahabharata 490. As you may remember, Bhima had got Dushasana in his clutches. It was the most terrible sight. No one could move, everyone was paralyzed. Bhima threw Dushasana on the bare ground. He placed his foot on his neck. He cut the right arm of Dushasana from his body and threw it on the ground. He said, "Now the oath of Draupadi is fulfilled." She wanted to see this jeweled hand fall on the ground, the hand which had dared to touch her hair. Bhima ripped open the chest of Dushasana. He cut it with a swift stroke of his sword. Blood spurted out, and Bhima put his lips to the wound as the blood rushed out, warm from the form of the dying man. Dushasana was not dead yet. It was terrible to see Bhima drinking human blood and saying, "This is the most tasty of all drinks I have tasted so far." With the blood ebbed out the life of Dushasana. Hridaya could not bear to see this dreadful scene. He could do nothing to help his friend. Shalya saw the grief of Hridaya. He said, "You are too sensitive, Hridaya. War means all these things. Now that Dushasana is dead, the king has only you to help him. Do not lose heart at the sight of this outrage. Duryodhana is plunged in grief. The fate and the happiness of the king is all in your hands. Do not lose heart. Let us proceed to the spot where Arjuna is. I'm taking you away from here." Shalya took the chariot of Hridaya away from the presence of Bhima. Vrishasena, the son of Hridaya, was advancing toward the army of the Pandavas. He went straight at Bhima. He was indeed the son of Hridaya. He had the same grace and power for which Hridaya was famed over the whole world. He was harassing the Pandavas. Arjuna saw this. He came to fight with Vrishasena. Arjuna had sworn that he would kill the son of Hridaya when he was looking on. After fighting with him for a while, Arjuna killed Vrishasena with a sharp arrow. Hridaya had to see his son killed. He had just seen the killing of Dushasana. Before he could get over the shock of it, he had to see the death of his child. His eyes were full of tears which flowed like an endless stream. Anger gave place to sorrow. Hridaya was eager to fight with Arjuna. He asked Shalya to proceed fast toward Arjuna. Chapter 8, Hridaya and Arjuna. Hridaya's chariot had come to the front. He stood just in front of Arjuna. The two great fighters, the greatest archers in the world, faced each other bent on killing each other. Hridaya challenged Arjuna to single combat. Just before the fight began, Hridaya turned his smiling face to Shalya and said, "I am hoping to win today. If, however, I am killed, what will you do, my lord?" Shalya's eyes were moist. He said, "I am sure you will win. If, however, you should die, Hridaya, I will kill the two of them and avenge your death." Hridaya was very happy to hear these words of Shalya. Strange to say, Arjuna asked the same question of Krishna. Krishna smiled and said, "The sun may drop down from the heavens, but you will not fail. The fire may lose its heat, but you will not fail. If, however, you are killed by Hridaya, then you may be sure that the end of the world has come. I will kill Shalya and Hridaya with my bare hands. I will destroy the world with my anger. But that will not happen. I know it." The two charioteers glared at each other, and the two fighters smiled at each other. They were ready for this fight. Ashwatthama saw them preparing themselves for the fight. His heart was suddenly full of compassion for everyone on the battlefield. He took the hand of Duryodhana and squeezed it. The king was still heaving with the sobs caused by the death of his beloved brother, Dushasana. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.